Jeff Probst, previously on Survivor, the Morgan and Drake tribes were surprised by a big twist. Your past has come back to haunt you. The 6 members that were previously voted off returned as a third tribe, with one thing on their mind. Revenge, baby. All about revenge. Probst, the outcasts will compete against Morgan and Drake in a 3-tribe challenge. And the stakes are severe. Go. It was an all-out battle as the outcasts were playing for a chance to get back in the game. In the end, the unbelievable happened. The outcasts defeat Morgan and Drake, forcing Morgan and Drake to tribal council, each to vote out one of their own, while the outcasts would vote 2 of their own back in. Back at Morgan, frustration hit an all-time high. The misfits, yeah, have no right to be here. None. None. Probst, and Austin finally threw in the towel. Vote me right off. Cause I don't deserve to win. Probst, at Drake, John and Sean were on the chopping block. I want both of you, if you would, sit down and just say why we should keep you. I feel that I've shown that I'm loyal to Drake. John, I feel like I can't trust him. Probst, Drake went to tribal council first, and made their decision. Sean. The tribe has spoken. The Morgan Tribal Council then followed. And Austin laid down his torch. You had enough, Austin. Yeah, I'm quitting. I just can't go any further. Probst, this is a first for me. No need to vote. Grab your torch. Austin, per your wishes, go home. Tonight, the outcasts begin where Drake and Morgan left off, at Tribal Council. Find out which 2 outcasts will be voted back into the game. Captioning sponsored by CBS Paramount Network Television, Thunder Booming. Network Television, Thunder Booming. Probst, come on in. Have a seat. Look at all these smiling faces, Nicole, Skinny Ryan, Lil, Burton, Michelle, and Trish. Well, this is a first. A tribe excited to come to Tribal Council. Laughing. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Probst, you guys did it. You came back as a tribe of outcasts. You defeated both Morgan and Drake. And tonight, you will now vote 2 of you back into this game. But first, Michelle, tell me your reaction when you heard me say that you were going to have a chance to get back in this game. I almost wet my pants, to tell you the truth. It was just amazing, but we had one thing on our minds, and it was just winning for revenge. So, Probst, how big a factor was that for you, Ryan? You've got that, jerks on your head. Oh, it was a huge motivation, because, I felt I was never let into the tribe. And I felt like a complete outcast. So, for me to come back and then just to look over after we already won and saw those guys still struggling, having no clue what they're doing. You know, that feeling of revenge, unbelievable. Probst, I've never seen a celebration like that at any challenge ever in Survivor. Burton, what was the key factor for you guys doing so well? It was an internal drive that we all had. We all pulled together and we were determined. No matter what the game was to win. And we were not going to stop at anything short. So, this second chance, for all of you guys, is huge. Okay, here's how it's going to work tonight. What we're going to do is give each of you a chance to plead your case about why you should represent the outcast tribe and go back into the game. Nicole, you got a lot of grudges. I mean, they voted you out first. Why should these guys put you back in? I think one of the most important reasons I should go back in is because I was voted out for being a bad apple, and I think my biggest mistake in the game was speaking my mind, which I think is also one of my best traits. I think that I'll be able to bring that true character back into the game, because it turns both ways. I'll be able to kick some ass with that same character and, I think I'll make you all proud. Probst, well said. Lil, why should they send you back in there? I went out there and I gave it my all. And I still want to prove them son of a bitches that I am tough. I want to go back in, guys. And I want to go back in hard. No matter what happens tonight. This was good. This was sweet revenge. Probst, Trish, make your case. Alright. The bottom line is, through this whole game, I never took my eye off of why I was here. And I absolutely really want one of us to win the $1 million. So, put me back in the game and I'll make sure that, you know, one of the outcasts is the winner at the very end. Probst, Michelle, I know you want back in this game. Convince them. Alright, fellas. This is what it comes down to. We all know we're all deserving. We've all been kicked in the face. And I'm telling you right now, there's no better way to kick those ass back in the face than by putting a sweet little girl in there to do it for you. Laughing, you put me in there. And I'll bring the outcasts straight to the top. Where we should be. Probst, Ryan, your job now is to convince them that you're the man. You guys know how much I love this game, and, you guys know how much heart I have for the game. Give me a chance to carry the torch, so to speak, into the game and bring the victory to one of us. Probst, Burton, why you? I'm about the most competitive person I know. And when I heard that there was a chance for two of us to go back in, I swear to God, there was nothing I was going to do not to let that happen. And I'll also say that whoever else goes in there, if I'm able to go in, you have my word. In front of everyone here, I will never lie to you. In this game. Never. Probst, alright. Time to find out who's going back into this game. Here's how the voting will work. One at a time you will go up. You will be voting for two separate people on two separate pieces of parchment. You are voting people you want back in this game. You cannot vote for yourself. Ryan, you're first. Lil, I would never. Ryan, you're first. Lil, I would never. Put your name down unless it was for something good. If it's not me, I hope it's you. Burton, I'm voting you back. In because I know you can win the individual immunities. And if I can't win, I want another outcast member to win. Ryan, you were my friend from the very beginning. You accepted me no matter what. And I want you in almost as much as I want to be in. And I hope we can be together. Thank you. Nicole, I know you're one bad. Thank you. Nicole, I know you're one bad. Bitch, and I know you'll go and get them. Probst, I'll go tally the votes. I know you're excited. I'll remind you, the voting is a little different tonight. You want to see your name. 2 tribe members who have the most votes go back into the game. I'll read the votes. First vote. Burton. Lil 1 vote Lil, 1 vote Burton. Burton. That's 2 votes Burton. Lil 2 votes Lil. 2 votes Burton. Michelle. 1 vote Michelle. Nicole. 1 vote Nicole. Ryan. 1 vote Ryan. Trish. 1 vote Trish. Here's where we're at. 2 votes Burton, 2 votes Lil. 1 vote everybody else. Ryan. 2 votes Ryan, 2 votes Burton. 2 votes Lil. Nicole. 2 votes Nicole, 2 votes Burton. 2 votes Lil, 2 votes Ryan. 2 votes left. First person going back into the game. Burton. Clapping, congratulations, Burton. Thank you, guys. Congratulations. I'll make you proud. Probst, second person going back into the game, gasps oh, my god. Probst, Lil. Clapping. I am a nice person. Congratulations, Lil. Oh, my god. Oh, baby. Oh, my god. These guys are going down. My heart. Probst, Lil. Burton, grab your torches. Get fire. As always, fire represents life in this game. You now have fire again. You are back in this game. Michelle, Nicole, Trish, Ryan, you put your faith in these two to carry on for the outcasts. For the last time, it's time for you to go. Michelle. Nicole. Trish. Ryan. We have one member of Morgan, one from Drake. The only question now is, are you going to a new tribe? Or are you going back to your old tribe? Let's find out. In here is one Drake buff. One Morgan buff. You guys need to decide who's gonna reach in here and determine the fate for both of you. I'll do it. Get the Drake buff. Probst, take it back. With you. Oh, God, help me. Probst, Lil's going back to Morgan. Come on over, get your new buff. It's a familiar color. It is. Thank you. Probst, going back to Drake. Guys, you have a second chance. Nothing to be said except, make the most of it. It might be difficult, reassimilating back into these tribes again. That's why you'll be immune from the vote at the next tribal council. Give you a few days to find your new way. Head back to camp. Thunder booming. Head back to camp. Thunder booming. If it's Burton, you can give him the hammock. I would like to see Lil, maybe, or even that skinny Ryan guy. If it's Burton, I will fall out. The person I was most worried about coming back in the game was Burton. I was like, well, if he comes back to the Drake tribe, will he be pissed off at everybody? Is he gonna let bygones be bygones? What's his attitude going to be like? Whoever shows up, it's time to go to bed. We'll see them in the morning. Never in a million years would I have expected a chance to get back in the game, so I'm pretty excited right now. I don't know. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of mixed emotions. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of resentment on their part. From my standpoint, they all kicked me out. So, yeah, there's gonna be some making up to do. On both ends. Are you guys asleep? Hey. What do you think? What's up, Rupert? Amazingly enough, Burton shows up in a good mood, happy to be here. Full of enthusiasm and life and just pumped Drake. Back up bang, immediately. Welcome back, Burton. Welcome back, Burton. Thank you. It's good to see you guys. If you're hungry. There's lentils. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. We're sorry, Burton. And then the apologies started. Burton, we're so sorry we voted for you. Here's the way I look at it, water under the bridge. I'm back and I'm happy about it. That's what we wanted to hear, and you know what? We're glad he's here. Because he's so strong. We're gonna go further. We can't be beat. We definitely traded up. Yeah, I'm part of the Drake tribe again. But I can't forget the fact that they did vote me off. So, I don't know if they're just kissing my ass. Or if they really are happy to see me. Because, in the end, it's a game about deceit. Let's go get our new tribe mate. Who's that? It's me, I'm sorry. Hi, Lil. Welcome home, Lil. I heard a female's voice getting off the boat. And I didn't know who it was, and then. When I took a glimmer and looked, it was Lil. I could tell by her hat. I was like, Lil. I told you at Tribal Council, we loved you. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try to make you proud of me again. I arrived on the beach. Jumped out. Lil. Lil, is that you? Oh, we are so glad it's you. We were afraid. It was somebody else. I'm thinking, whatever. When we lost you, it hurt. You better believe that. We lost a family member. We welcomed Lil with open arms. I don't know if she bought any of that. I don't think she trusts me at all because I was partially responsible for voting her out. We love you, Lil, you know that. Well, I appreciate that, but I just didn't feel like I was really a part of a group. I just didn't fit in. They are welcoming me, but they voted me off. I approached Andrew before, the first 9 days I was on. He said to me, he would get back to me about Tribal Council. But when it came down to the voting, he never did get back to me. Which just causes hard feelings and resentment. This is by far the worst night we've been out here. It's good to have you back, man. It's good to be back. Can I ask you a couple questions? Sure. Away from all of these guys? Yeah. Come here. Rupert pulled me aside right away, so I thought, oh, this is either going to go good, or it's going to go bad. I didn't know what to expect. Got to look me in the eye. All right. I'll tell you my reason. I wanted to look him in the eye and say, this is why I agreed to vote you out. You laughed at me in my dress. And made me feel bad. You. I heard you say something about a big kid in a sandbox. Laughing at me about my plumber's crack. I didn't like the way that he treated me in the start of this game, and that hurt me, and I wanted him to know that that hurt me. You took that road that every jock in my life has taken. I was beneath you guys. I heard you guys laugh and joke about me. I heard you guys. I portray a very strong and independent person. But, in my head, I'm that fat little terrified kid that was picked on in school all his life. And I saw Burton being those son of a bitches that would make fun of me. Well, I wish you would have said something to me. And I feel awful. I have a lot of respect for Rupert. I hurt his feelings and I felt bad. I felt really bad. Well, I apologize for that, I honestly do, because I had no intention of making you feel weird. You made me feel like I was getting used, so, well, I apologize for that. Within 2 minutes of talking, all fears were subsided, all hesitation was gone, everything was good. If we go to next tribal, what would happen? John's out. Guaranteed. All of a sudden, Rupert said, if there's a Drake to go, it's going to be John first, and I about fainted. I could not believe it. He wrote my name down. On the 18th day. He wrote my name down. On the 12th day. I'm writing his name down. The next time we go to Tribal Council. You are sure it would not be me again? It would be John? John. He's out. Then it's down to you and me and Chris and Sandra. For me, it was a second chance at life in this game. Good to see you on this side. It's good to have you back. We're gonna be a stronger team now. Oh, yeah. Well, I've been away. For 9 days, and I come back and the Morgan tribe Need some help, some serious help. I went and got water. I've been collecting firewood. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to help them with. These people. They have no energy. They have nothing. I mean, they're becoming like dead weight. At the next immunity challenge, you can't be voted out. You get a bye. If we lose, one of us, one of the four, are going home, and you're not going anywhere. I have immunity for the first tribal council. And I feel like I've got somewhat of a second chance. And, they resent it. We killed ourselves. To make it 5-5, so we go into the merge even. And then we go yesterday to the reward challenge. And this happens. We're like, what the hell? I woke up this morning really angry. I almost had to pinch myself. Is this real? Am I hallucinating? This is day 20. Why the hell is Lil here? Nice new buff, though. Oh, yeah. That's okay. We welcome the curveballs. Bring them on. Let's see where we're going to go next. It's clearing up some. I'm trying to fit in again. I'm trying to find my niche again. I've learned that this is a game. And I want to stay in as long as I can. What is it? It looks like an orange. It smells like a lemon. Tangerine. I think it's lemon. They found a lemon tree since I've been gone, which is great news to me. It's almost like I'm starting over from scratch. There's all these new things. Krista, you want to run down there? Sure. So, we're going to go find this lemon tree. Get some more lemons. John wants me to stay with him and help him out. He needs help cooking. Okay. We'll be back. Yeah, we'll be right back. John did not want us all four to go. Yeah. He's paranoid. He thinks he's the next one to go. Well, he should be paranoid. The thing is, I have this philosophy that we need to tell each other the truth. And he has done nothing but lie. All of the time. Right. There's the lime trees. Oh, my god, look at that. My lying's done with, cause if we're all lying to each other and screwing each other over, right, the Morgans are going to end up winning the thing. The conversation we had was kind of a confirmation of, I want you guys to know I'm honest. I'm not going to play any games. I'm not going to be deceitful. I say screw John. Because he's the one that's going to be trying to play 500 games at the same time. And if we ever have a merge, he's going to go over to Morgan and try to play with all those people. I was trying to figure out, if there ever was a merge with the Morgan tribe, what could happen? I thought, John gets on a lot of people's nerves. Real quickly. They're not gonna take him. They're not gonna believe him. They're not gonna trust him. Hold on, the only thing, though, if the Morgans need him, they might take him. Right. Not because they like him, but because they don't have a choice. Right. We are making rice this morning. Our last rice. We only have, I think, one serving of rice left. So. That's it? Whispers, that's it? Oh, gosh, that's it? Food, as of this morning. Definitely shifted from critical to dire. It's terrifying. Frankly, I don't know what we'll do. We're suffering. Rice was the one staple that was consistent for us. Kept our energy up, and we don't have it now, and I don't know how that will play a factor in our performance. When we have challenges. We'll have to see. Probst, come on in, guys. Drake and Morgan each getting their first look at the new tribes. Let's talk about how you guys are doing 21 days in. Sandra, what's the food issue like? There is no food issues. This morning we had rice and corn. Yesterday, we ate about 15 pounds of fish. Then we had some refried beans at night, and everyone went to sleep with full tummies. Props, no, I haven't been to Morgan's Beach, but I'm looking at Savage. I'm gathering you guys aren't doing as well? Actually, we don't have any food. We're surviving right now on mussels and, coconut. Did any of you guys come here today expecting a merge? Were you counting on that to save you? No. Honestly, I have not expected a merge. I don't expect some big buffet under some table. Probst, once again, the game changes when you least expect it. Drop your buffs. Oh, my god. Probst, we're merging. Oh, yeah. Probst, drop them at your feet. Drake is no more. Morgan is no more. You are one tribe. And they're black, baby. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, my god. Give me a hug. Size. Probst, so, here's how it works. You'll come up with a new tribe name, paint a new tribe flag. Based on what I just heard, you're going to be living on Drake's Beach. From this point forward, all challenges are individual. That means all rewards are won by an individual, and immunity is won by an individual. So, I'll take that back. Tribal immunity, no more. This is now what you covet. Probst, and it's what you're playing for today, individual immunity. Ready to hear about the challenge? Yeah. Yep. Probst, today's challenge is based on a pirate punishment called keel hauling. A pirate who'd been bad was tied to a rope and dragged underneath the boat. If the sharks didn't get you, the barnacles would certainly cut you up, and you had to hold your breath the entire time. Today's challenge is based on the same principle. You will jump into the ocean, swim underneath a platform by pulling yourself along a rope. You got to hold your breath the entire time. If you come up in the middle, you start over. When you get to the end, you'll reach a ladder. Climb up and race back to the start. We will run 2 heats. First 2 to complete 2 laps. In each elimination round moves to the final. Swim out to the boat, wait for my go. Alright, we've randomly drawn numbers to select your order. For the first heat, you will complete 2 laps. The top 2 finishers move on to the final. First heat is Tijuana, Krista, Rupert, John, and Sandra. Survivors ready? Go. Rupert out of the water first. Krista right behind him. John in it. T. Now in it. One more lap. Move, 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 T. Let's go, Sandra, don't give up. Oh. I'm the only one? Oh. Probst, Rupert, John. Here comes Krista. It's Rupert and it's John. Yeah. Probst, close finish. Swim on back over to the boat, guys. Here we go, heat number 2. Savage, Lil, Burton, Dara and Rhino. 2 laps, top 2 finishers. Move on to take on Rupert and John in the final. Survivors ready? Go. Savage having trouble. Rhino out of the water first. Following right behind, Burton. Dara right in this. Burton and Rhino back in. Go, Dara, go. That away, Lil. Savage trailing. It's Burton and Rhino sprint to the finish. Burton's in, and Rhino is in. Burton and Rhino moving on to the finals. John, Rupert, Rhino, Burton in the final. Here's how the final round works. You'll complete 5 laps. At the end of each lap, you'll grab a gold medallion. Move it from the back of your platform to the front of your platform. First tribe member to complete all 5 laps and transfer all 5 medallions. From back to front wins immunity. Survivors ready? Go. Rupert out of the water first. Everybody else close behind. Burton and Rhino. John. You got it, Rupert. Probst, Rupert has his first medallion. Burton has his first. John and Rhino both have their first. Rupert out of the water again, leading the pack. Grabs his second medallion. There's Burton. With his second medallion. Rhino and John. Fighting for third. Rupert out of the water again. With a bigger lead. You got it, Rupert. Probst, third medallion. You got it, Burton. Probst, Burton on his tail. Rhino close behind. John falling out of this. Rupert with his fourth medallion. Go, Rupert. Probst, Burton closing the gap. It's a tight race. Rupert, Burton. Come on, Rhino. Probst, 1 lap to go, guys. Rupert going for his fifth. Burton going for his fifth. It's a race to the finish, got to get it on the F. Burton wins immunity by a hair. Burton, swim on over. Immunity waiting for you. Put this on. Put an arm through. Strap it on like the pirate. I know you want to be. Very interesting dynamic now. You already have immunity as a result of the resurrection vote. You now win. Individual immunity. You can assign that to somebody. Knowing you'll still be immune, or you can hoard it. And make sure everybody else is vulnerable. At tonight's tribal council, you have this afternoon to think about it. You can head back to camp in your new boat. Take this with you and bring it to future challenges. Hey, one more thing, guys. Savage, that buffet you referred to? Waiting for you back at the camp. Cheering and clapping, as soon as you think. Cheering and clapping, as soon as you think. You got the game figured out, they say, throw your buffs down and you're all in one tribe. We're now going to be the Balboas. Which I love, you know. That's my snake's name. And it's so nice to have new people in our home. Balboas. Cheering. It is a merge between the Morgan tribe and the Drake tribe. We're coming together as one. And it'll be interesting to see, will everyone be unified? Or will it still be two separate tribes? Living together as one. Whoa. Cheese. Wine. Cheering, we rolled in. And there was a feast just waiting for us on a table. Ribs, bread, cheese, oranges, nuts, everything. The works, and we just tore down. Balboa. Balboa. Cheering, the feast was great. I got some ribs, a big old hunk of lamb. Anyone want bread? Yeah. Oh, heaven. Does anyone care if I double dip? No. Not at all. Loud burp. That food was heaven. It made me feel human again. And from a morale standpoint, I realize I may actually make it out of this place. I depend on Rupert for my meal. For a few solid moments, we were all together as one. But I knew that here is where the true game starts. We have to figure out who goes first. We're thinking Little John. We can't stand Little John. He's arrogant. He's out for himself. We don't trust him, and we would love to see him go. I know. I know. There was a little worry on my part, and then Lil was sitting there like a golden goddess. She was kicked out of that tribe. She was pissed off. She hates their guts. She goes, as soon as I pulled that buff out, she goes. I was about to cry. She goes, not because I was back in the game. 'Cause I was back with those people that stabbed me in the back. We were trying to figure out how we could turn one Morgan against the others, and we find that little Lil already kind of resented them for voting her out. She hates them. Does Burton know? Yep. Really far. Are you sure? Yes. Burton took me aside. He says, it's like this. We're going to try to go all the way, you and I. The Drake tribe wants you, and you only. I have to think that maybe he's on the up and up. Did y'all talk to Lil? What is she doing? I have no idea. We've seen Lil and Burton talking a lot. So they could have something going on. And, if Lil goes to the bad guys, we're in serious trouble. Do you want to vote with the Morgans? I don't know. It's important to us. You guys are ready to ditch me off again. What are you talking about? The same people are still there that voted me off. You can't tell me that you'd have put me before the other 3 people. You guys would have. ditched me in a minute if we stayed as Morgans. I had immunity. And you don't think they would? You don't think they would? Oh, please. I don't know. I don't know. That's very naive. You're being, I have not totally decided yet, and that's all I can say now. I have not totally decided yet. Will you let me know before? Remember, I asked you to let me know before. And you didn't? I don't know. I have to decide before I get there though. I am in a whirlwind right now. You don't know which way to turn. They're all offering friendship. Whether or not I can trust all this, I can't really say. I think we go after Savage. If he's the head over there, we chop the head off. I know Andrew feels as if he's close to being on the cutting block. Because I think the Drake tribe, they want to vote out the strongest on the Morgan side, and definitely the swing vote. Tonight could be Lil. She could potentially go with Morgan or Drake. Probst, welcome. With Morgan or Drake. Probst, welcome. First thing I need to ask. T, what was the reaction today? When you guys heard there was going to be a merge? Shocked. Because it is a merge that can be of a benefit, but it also can hurt us all. Overall, I'm looking at it in an optimistic view. But it was a shock. It was a shock. Probst, Lil, you go back to Morgan, you're there for a day, and then, suddenly, you merge. How are you feeling about everything? I am thrilled. I'm thrilled with the merger. I'm ready for it. I'm just glad that I now have a larger family. Probst, Rhino, you still have 18 days left in the game. Now you're one big tribe. And it is an individual game. So how do you vote? From this point forward? Yeah, it's hard for me. Right now. I'm looking at everybody. And I don't know them well enough to write their name down, but I don't know. I mean, the feast was so great today, and then coming here. It's, like, it sucks. Probst, here's how. The individual immunity works in terms of assigning it to someone. It's a little unusual tonight. Lil and Burton, as a result of resurrecting themselves back into this game, were given immunity simply to give them a chance to reintegrate back into this game. Burton then goes and wins individual immunity today. That immunity is assignable, meaning you can give it to somebody else here tonight and protect them. Typically, that would make you, yourself, vulnerable. Tonight, you won't be. You have nothing to lose by giving it to somebody. So, Burton, do you want to give that immunity to anybody? I've done a lot of thinking about it and, it is quite an unusual situation, and I do believe I will pass this immunity on. Such a close fight, I couldn't not give it to you. There are now 3 people you cannot vote for tonight. You cannot vote for Lil, you cannot vote for Burton and, now, you cannot vote for Rupert as well. Time to vote. Savage, you're up. Little John, you talk too much. Smack. Oh, yeah, Mr. Macho. Mr. Savage, going down. Dig it? You're our biggest. Dig it? You're our biggest. Threat out here. Bye. Johnny Fairplay, this message goes for you. You're a troublemaker and you're very manipulative. Probst, I'll go tally the votes. Props, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, John. Savage. 1 vote Andrew. 1 vote John. Savage. 2 votes Savage, 1 vote John. 3 votes Andrew, 1 vote John. 4 votes Andrew, 1 vote John. 5 votes Savage, 1 vote John. John. 2 votes John. 5 votes Andrew. John. 3 votes John. John. 4 votes John, 5 votes Andrew. Seventh person voted out of the tribe. Andrew. Need to bring me your torch. Andrew, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Rhino, D.T., hang tough. Probst, you've survived 21. Rhino, D.T., hang tough. Probst, you've survived 21 days. At the very least, you will be a member of the jury. You still have 18 days left. So I suggest you head back to camp. Get up tomorrow, and get to work. Good night, guys. Stay tuned for scenes. Good night, guys. Stay tuned for scenes. From our next episode. Next time on Survivor. Life after the merge is rocky. I think the Morgan tribe is. Just in general, very lazy. They work more than what is necessary. Probst, tribal alliances. Fall apart. Take Rupert out. We're crazy if we don't. What if we got rid of Burden? And kept the 2 females around? Probst, and the food fights. Back. Lil screams. Captioning sponsored by CBS Paramount. Network television captioned by Media Access Group at wgbhaccess.wgbh.org. I am unbelievably proud to be part of the Morgan tribe. We went through hell. And to rally from losing the first 3 immunities, to even the score to 5 Morgan to 5. Drake, is a phenomenal accomplishment. Cheers to Morgan. Rhino, D&T. Stick it to Drake. Show them what we're made of. And continue to make all of us proud.